Okay, so back to the game. Now, I'm trying to remember where I left off, since I did take a kind of a big break to chat on Skype for a bit. I think we were at Dragon Quest V Remake. Yeah, because I did bring up Dragon Quest IV Remake already. And I don't remember talking about Dragon Quest V yet. Well, I'll give this. Dragon Quest V Remake isn't as bad as the 4 one because I think they toned it down a little bit. Oh, but it's still here, let me tell you that. Is it ever? Okay, do I want to explore or do I want to go ahead and fight for a bit while I talk about this? I kind of want to know what's over there. Huh. You know what? I'm just gonna spend my money on herbs, if for no other reason, just so I don't lose it if I die. And then I'll see what's over there. Dragon Quest V Remake. I do have some issues with certain characters in this, because I don't really like the fact that there's this guy, I believe his name is Pancho or something like that, that had a pretty decent personality in the original, but they turned it to kind of a Mexican stereotype in the DS version, and it made him annoying to read sometimes. Not all the time, though. But he's not the worst example. Bianca, which is your childhood friend, and is the most likely choice for getting married to, was pretty much written out to be a uneducated country bumpkin type girl who is uneducated and talks like she doesn't know how to speak properly in English. I get what they were going for, but it really made her insufferable. I couldn't stand it. Flora, which was another girl you could marry, was renamed to Nera for some reason, and she sounds like a naive, rich girl who's ignorant and knows nothing about how to act outside of her home. Like, they made her out to be very sheltered, very, well, as some people would put it, idiotic in how to talk about stuff. Although I didn't find her near as bad to read as Bianca, definitely. But with the DS remake, we actually got a third choice for a marriage partner. A saucy brat by the name of Deborah. She is basically here to be the quote-unquote comedic choice to be married to. Which certainly fits, but I don't like her. She is very bratty with her dialogue, as funny as it can be sometimes, and I just got tired of it pretty quick. I never chose her as an option to be married to, because I just didn't like it. Oh shit, am I about to run into... Yes, I think I am. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter, but... Aside from that, the changes aren't all that obvious. However, there is... Seriously? Come on with this shit. But... There is... a character that you meet while progressing to a cave that goes by the name Dr. Agon. And I didn't think much of him at first, until I realized who he was, and that this was a very bad, spoilerific name that they gave this guy. Yeesh, man. A rook. Ouch. Oh dear. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Oh shit, can I run? Yes, I can't fight you. Huh. Oh shit. This is a special item, isn't it? Well, that happened. At least I know that's there now. Yeah, gonna go ahead and save since I don't know how long it's been. Alright then, but this guy actually become the guy in Dragon Quest V. Remake on DS becomes the Zenithian Dragon, which is a special character in this game. And if you couple the two words together, it spells out dragon. Ugh, that was painful when I discovered that. That was found a magic key. Well, gee. This is just gonna be gold, isn't it? Well, and an herb. Is there gonna be nothing special in here? Oh, wings. Well, that's kind of nice for this game. Okay, can you move? Good. Also, the final boss, I remember, in Dragon Quest V, the DS one, having the dumbest dialogue ever. Because he speaks in Leet. In Leet. I was like, oh my god. Okay, this legit hurts. Just listening to this. Just why? Actually, I need to go back to that town to see if there's any locked doors. By the time I was done playing Dragon Quest V DS, I was ready to never touch it again. Like again, it's not as bad as the Dragon Quest IV DS, but it's still pretty bad. Huh. And you're a key shop, right? That leads somewhere. Now, Dragon Quest VI DS I never really beat, but I did play it. So I can speak a few things about it. It's pretty good. The dialogue I didn't really feel annoyed me too much. What's this? Hmm. This confused me when I first played the game, I know that much. Because I didn't know what the Holy Mecha meant. But anyways, Dragon Quest 6 DS is a pretty overall faithful game. Minor name changes aside. I mean, it does have some pretty bad jokes in it at times, and I don't like some of the name changes. Like, they changed Hassan's name to Carver, and I'm not really a fan of that, since the name in question kind of is a slight spoiler to something you find out later about his character. I mean, for people who have already played the game, it's not going to be a big deal. But for newcomers, that's kind of a stupid thing to do. Because it's going to ruin the surprise later, having him with the name Carver. But that's one change. Another change is that they, tried a little hard to, they changed they changed it to where you couldn't catch monsters with the monster master class like you could in the original game. I'm not a fan of that because the monsters you can recruit are only slime based and that's it. And I just think that's a pretty lame substitution. And I've never changed my mind on that. I still think it's a stupid idea, but... Oh, stop it. I should have checked... Okay, what the hell? Yeah, I'm running at this point. But anyways... let's see. I'm trying to remember. I know there was a couple other things about it that I thought were irritating, but overall, I kind of feel like it's decent enough that if you really wanted to play it, I certainly wouldn't complain. It wouldn't bother me. Because out of the 3 games that were remade for DS, that was the least painful to actually sit through. The reason I never beat it, well, I'm not the biggest fan of 6 to begin with. I just really bought it just so I could see what the changes were. Okay. I don't know where in the peninsula he was talking about. So, this might take a little while. There, found nothing. Oh, shit. I hate how precise the movements can be on this sometimes. What is with the encounter rate all of a sudden? It didn't used to be this bad. What the hell? Seriously, every 3 steps? Oh man, just like the game knows I'm trying to search for something. I don't think that this game is the one game I'm thinking of where Oh, wait, is this... Oh... Is this the item I've already got? I hope not. I'll save this for later. Go ahead and use the wings. That I have more than enough of for the moment. And let me check this town that I keep forgetting to check. That's all I can really say about Dragon Quest VI for the DS. Dragon Quest IX comes next, and... yeah, this game, well... Yep, this game, I will get some fairy water, since they do stack. Yay! And it's actually called fairy water, not repellent. I hate that name for the item. Because calling it repellent just takes away the mysticism and wonder of the item. Like, I always pictured it was magical in nature, but repellent? Like, no, that's so basic and simple. It's not fun at all. I know one of the times I played through this, fairy water hadn't been programmed in yet, so I couldn't really take advantage of that or repel. And that was not fun, I'll say that much. Wait, did I pass the town? Yeah, I think I did. I need to give myself a visual reminder where it was. But Dragon Quest IX. Actually, no, I haven't. Because magicians are still here. I saw the hawk and got a little paranoid, but... Dragon Quest IX is a game that I thought I was going to like at first, because it reminded me a lot of Dragon Quest III, because, for crying out loud, game, come on. Wait, what? Okay, does this always work on you, or can it miss? Well, it worked this time. That just seemed weird, for some reason. It looked like it said I was asleep twice in a row. And that's weird, but... Dragon Quest IX is a lot like Dragon Quest III in the sense that you have... 4 characters that you have total that you can have in your party. And nobody really has any characteristics, really, except for the main hero, I guess. Who's this celestial being of sorts that loses his power. And the rest are characters you just recruit for your journey. Again, just like Dragon Quest III. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, Dragon Quest III was awesome, and it didn't need to depend on characters with all this backstory and stuff. However, that game made up for it in other ways, though, because like the environments and the people you met, and the villain, Like, you know, everything was so great. Not so much in this game, because a lot of the areas you visit, with the exception of maybe one or two, are kind of generic and boring. The class system is fun to play around with, since it's a combination of the class system from 3, just with a new skill point system that gives you added development, which is great. But everything else I feel is kind of generic and shallow. And it's sad for me to say that, because I kind of liked where they were going with it. But the main plot for this game is pretty dull and boring. There's no other word for it. And I don't know what better way to say it. It just is. It's boring. That being said, though, it's pretty obvious to anyone who's played this game that the development team cared a lot more about the post-game for the game than the main story. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Like you can tell if you've experienced it. They put so much effort into that. And the post-game is pretty fun, although it is a bit of a grind to get anything decent out of it, and I don't like that, but still, it's pretty fun. But the main game is pathetically boring. And that's pretty much most, all the main games at the very least. I forgot to mention Drug Warrior Monsters 2, which is probably the only other game, Dragon Quest, that I've really played much of. It's pretty much a more advanced version of the first one. Still just as fun. Has interesting characters. Love their interactions with the people around them. They advanced on the breeding, making it even better. And I wasted so many hours away playing that game, trying to get all the, different monsters. Especially the boss monsters. That was fun. I think the only other game I can really talk about at this point is Dragon Quest Heroes 1. This game is very much a Dynasty Warrior styled game. With Dragon Quest doing its own unique thing with it. It's not bad for the most part, although the characters are kind of dull. I don't really like the defense missions in the game. They are really irritating to actually complete, and there's way too many of them. However, I couldn't finish the game because I got to a point in the game where I just couldn't progress anymore. The game got too hard for me. I couldn't handle it. I'm not the type of guy who can stand a lot of really hard challenges in a game. And while I have heard that that's the worst it ever got in the game, and I did beat that mission, I still don't want to go back to it. It's just a game that I wasn't having that much fun with towards the end. I wasn't. It's so bad. However, there is hope because I have seen Hawkeye stream the second one a lot, and it looks so much more fun. From what I've seen, anyway, so I'll be playing that eventually. But that's pretty much my history with the series. And that's pretty much all I can really say about that. Running low on MP here. I'll probably, now that I finished with the Dragon Quest history discussion, I'm probably gonna stop the video here in a moment. And see about a new discussion. You again. I knew it. I feel like these warlocks, compared to the original ones on the original Dragon Warrior 1, are way too quick to rely on the sleep spell. Since I know that the ones from Dragon Warrior 1 weren't quite that quick. I mean, they did use it, but it wasn't always the first spell they would send out. Oh, come on. I am so nervous about this. Part of me really wonders if I should just go for the full plate and then just explore the outer regions a bit more, but it's such a waste of money though. I mean, the magic armor is basically the full plate with healing tacked onto it, so yeah, I want to save for that. It's just a time saver. But we'll see what happens. With that, though, I think I'm gonna stop the video after this fight. And then start fresh with a new subject.